Hello, my friends. We are here. We will welcome to the Rocket Jump Zone tournament, and in collaboration with Esports. And we will spectate today in this match Wolfsnipe versus Sire Lionheart. Wolfsnipe, a player who relies a lot on spam and brain play, and on the other hand we have Sire Lionheart, also a brain-focused player, very proficient at setting up traps. And what do you have to say about this, Capelli, my friend?
Well, it is just... First thing I do have to say absolutely is just I started just today playing Xonotic, but I am very much familiar with Quake, and if I know something about players in Quake, who was it again? Wolfsnipe definitely just play like Rafa, with the sort of spamming techniques and knowing all the spawns, everything, while Lionheart certainly does do the sort of camping around corners and doing surprises on the opponent.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the brackets. So we will spectate as we mentioned before, Wolfsnipe versus Sire Lionheart, and we have a very interesting set of characters here. We have Dodger versus Champ as the first round too. Dodger being the best player in the world, Champ, he's the contender. He wants to win against Dodger. He's trying very hard every time, practicing very hard to do so. We also have a very well-known player, ZeroQL from Quake Live. He also plays this game. He's tremendously good. I know he has been playing recently. We hope that he will do tremendously good. Rainbow Shadow, he's one of the best right now. He practiced a lot, and he was able to be a semi-finalist on a lot of tournaments lately, so he's very strong. Regarding Rarefy and NR Sprite, I'm not familiar with those players, but I'm sure they will provide tremendously good matches.
Yeah, well, what I can say, they're definitely not Quake players, at least not Quake Champions players. Maybe they are Quake players, but I have no idea. I have not seen them in QC tournaments that I have casted.
They are still warming up, trying
Yep.
to make sure their aim is on point. What are your predictions?
It's a very good question. The thing is, knowing the spawns on each map is very, very crucial, not only for the players, but also for the items. So Wolfsnipe definitely might have, if he gets a couple frags immediately on the first, well, I wouldn't say even in the start, but if he gets in a 10-second interval 2 frags, then he might already know his own position and thus maybe the enemy's position, and immediately know the spawns where Lionheart always is there.
Yeah. So you are in favor of Wolfsnipe victory, as I can see, and I can see why. Wolfsnipe is very experienced, and as you mentioned before, cycling through items. Pretty much, if you have a perfect item rotation, it will be very hard. It will be very predictable.
Yeah.
The positions of Lionheart. But let's see. Lionheart was able to pull off something very interesting against some higher tier players. So I will not count him out. And definitely this will be a very fun match to watch, because both of these players, they don't like to rely on rails, on the necks, on the rifle. They prefer to use spam weapons, rockets, grenades. So I do expect this kind of play.
Accuracy.
It does come very crucial to where Wolfsnipe actually might lose control, and it's Lionheart's time to do those sort of surprise attacks around corners, which he's very, very well known of. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that might actually just give some kind of a challenge to Wolfsnipe.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, let's see. Lionheart is a little bit indecisive. Yes. He's now ready. Perfect.
Prepare to fight.
So, things is starting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are tied for the
So
lead.
we start following Sir Lionheart. He's in control of the Mega, and Wolf Knight running to get the armor he needs. And man, Lionheart with that use of the rockets of the explosive weaponry, he managed to get the upper hand. I got the first frag on the board.
Yeah, and inside the first 5 minutes as well. That is a very good entry already, especially picking up the item at the same time. Well, actually, right before that, but Wolf Knight at the same time. I say that just gets the control of the Mega, and it's one hell of a fight going on. He even damages himself, and Lionheart with that sort of self-damage on Wolf Knight gets another frag quite easily.
Yeah, impressive. You can see the power of the items. Because Lionheart has control of the items, he has the upper hand, also better weaponry. But Wolfie, you can see the grenades, how he's making himself hard to kill.
Holy shit.
He got the advantage after all that heavy work.
You are tied for the lead.
And like that, 2 more frags on the board in favor of Wolf Snipe. And now, the scores are tight at the moment.
That's exactly the strategy we both were talking about. Wolf Snipe, immediately when he gets one frag, he knows his own position, and thus he might know the position of the next spawn as well, of the opponent, and gets another frag immediately if his weaponry and luck and skill are just in order.
Yes. It's a shame because Lionheart was in a very good position, but as Capelli mentioned, because of the experience, he was pretty aware of not only the spawns, but also how many items or weaponry are in possession of Sir Lionheart. You can see the spam coming from Wolf Snipe, predicting those positions and protecting those items, being sure to not give the opponent an inch.
And he's doing it pretty well. He's keeping Lionheart at a distance. He does need to just like spam a lot of corners at the same time while he's just standing still, waiting for the pickup. And that is quite a lot to do, and wow, what a crack right below Lionheart.
Oh, indeed. One particularity about this game is that you can actually, the splash damage goes through walls, which is not very common in other Arena FPSs.
Definitely not.
So you can see that the way a lot of quick players tend to aim at certain spots like the ceiling and such, but Xonotic players instead they aim directly at the wall next to the opponent.
Yeah,
1 second for the Mega. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, unless there's like a quake. If there's like a grate you could see the enemy through, then you could also deal some splash damage through it, but not like on every wall. Only those walls that you can actually see the enemy through, apart from windows or anything else.
Yes. You can see the trap that Sir Lionheart was preparing. Wolfie was completely unaware, and like that,
Damn.
Lionheart got the frag, got the advantage, and now he's in possession of the major item. He's chasing for Wolfie, but Wolfie got that spam. Man, the advantage Lionheart had, it's now vanished.
Well, again, only a matter of seconds, and Wolf Snipe with these spams in each position. He's still doing it, oh my goodness, with the grenades. Lionheart is not too healthy. Wolf Snipe is just keeping him at bay. Oh, and making sure he's getting every single item, and thus this frag right after picking them up. And another one right on spawn.
Oof, that LG.
And picks up the Meg after that.
Wolf Knight, like that, recovered control. Now he's spamming you can see that Wolf Snipe is using the items as bait instead of picking them up.
Yeah, definitely.
Wolf Snipe is one of those players that uses items to deal more damage. He doesn't like to pick them up as much, knowing that... I don't know if it's because his connection is not very good and he doesn't like to rely on aiming better than the opponent. And like that, another beautiful frag on his regard.
Holy shit.
And another one. Right on spawn.
Yes, indeed.
That was
You
like
can see
2
Wolfie.
frags inside a second.
Yes, very fast.
Yeah, Wolf Snipe definitely has control of, I could say, the entire map with the spawns, the item spawns, the players spawns, and just like predicting every single corner where Lionheart is. What Lionheart needs to do when Wolf Snipe is just standing still and looking for every single corner while waiting at major item, he just needs to hide for a while, so that Wolf Snipe might actually just not get a clue where he is, and then he could just do his thing. But Lionheart is pretty much known for the surprise attacks.
Yes, indeed.
Impressive.
But here, Wolf Snipe just keeps on doing damage. Lionheart is just not looking too good on stack either.
Yes. And as you mentioned very well, the difference in stack is not only because of picking items, but you can see how oppressive Wolf Snipe is. He's denying those items, and even if you pick the item because of the spam, you are low all the time. Very reminiscent of big brain players who relies on brain. Also, Wolf Snipe is very good at. You can see that he's preventing the opponent to get the
Holy shit.
to get the rifle. As you can see, Lionheart picked the rifle, but due to all the damage provided by Wolfie, it doesn't matter. And Wolfie is feeling himself.
He's very amazed by that shot as well. So am I. He's got 7 air shots at the moment.
Indeed. Wolf Snipe taking this opportunity to make his own frag move.
Man.
That's painful. And now you can see the snowball effect right now.
Yeah.
But you can see that Lionheart, you can see how tricky he is sometimes. He did a lot of damage to Wolfie, even though Wolfie is still in control. 10 seconds for the Mega to spawn. Nice shot from Lionheart.
Yeah, Wolf Snipe seemed to have needed some additional time there just to aim his vortex, but right through the TP. Still keeps on the spam, but not realizing that Lionheart's completely on the other side of the screen.
Man, I'm amazed by Lionheart. He improved a lot lately. His aim is on point in this match, more than Wolfie.
Yeah.
Very nice shot on Lionheart's regard. He needs a lot of frags to bring this up.
Yeah, in a minute and a half. I think it's going to be very, very tight getting 10 more frags. And that also requires Wolf Snipe not getting any frags right here, which doesn't look too good for Lionheart at the moment. 4 HP. Keeps on both. Keep missing those shots. OG comes out. Shotgun. Completely out of ammo. God, barely. Wolf Snipe barely got the last shot with the vortex.
Oh man, that was very awkward. None of these players landing anything. And finally... By the way, Wolfie trying to do a 360. He feels he already won. It's very, very tough to pull off this much amount of frags in so many times.
Melee kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely... I mean, I was pretty much right with my prediction. It was Wolf Snipe's knowledge of the spawns. He just needed a couple frags inside very small interval of time, and immediately knew the spawns of Lionheart and the item control at the same time pretty well, which not many players can do at the same time. Just controlling the items, knowing when they spawn, and knowing where your player, opposing player always is.
Exactly what you said. The experience of Wolf Snipe, also the awareness, very crucial in this
Game
match.
over.
First map on Wolf Snipe, picking up the Wolf Snipe picking up the first map, and we are going for the second. So the next map, it's Dark Zone, the DM6 from Quake 1. Regarding what you saw here, what are your predictions? What do you think? Which playstyle do you think is more suitable for this map?
Well, knowing Dark Zone, there's only like, I think 2 levels here. The map is mostly very, very horizontal, and at least on that scale. And maybe if Wolf Snipe again just knows the spawns well enough, and he gets again 2 frags in some very small interval of time, that he might actually just pretty easily just gain control of the spawns. But if Lionheart just does more ambushing attacks here against Wolf Snipe, while Wolf Snipe actually has no idea where he is, then it's gonna be his game.
Yeah. Both of these players are very good at close quarters combat. Both of them playing with very high sensitivity, medium to high sensitivity. It's very appreciable, especially on some situations.
Prepare to fight.
Both of the players ready.
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
So starting with Wolfie here, picking up the lightning gun, also in possession of the mega. Lionheart on the other hand in possession of the heavy. Stack in favor of Lionheart at the moment at least. Lionheart doing his best to use the electro because the electro does a lot of damage, but Wolfie with the lightning gun and tricky position. He managed to get the frag he needed, and now both of them with the same stack. But Lionheart with better positioning, trying to get the mega, but Wolfie with that spam, that damage. Unfortunately, 20s near that place, but near that position.
Yeah, definitely not Lionheart's favorite position right there. But the thing is, where Lionheart even this time spawned, that end of the map right there, well, Wolf Snipe is currently, is... You only have 2 ways to escape there, and it's a very narrow area there where Lionheart first spawned when Wolf Snipe got the first frag, and that is already his 3rd.
Nah, yeah, you're completely right. And also, like so, Wolf Snipe now in full control, in possession of every major item. Now, Lionheart needs to do a lot. Fortunately,
Like he's stuck on that teleporter.
yeah, man, that prediction.
Slightly fails his jump with the blaster, but again, yeah, the spawns of Q1 DM6 aren't too complicated either. You can just spawn either end of the map.
Exactly. And that's for that reason, it's very hard to come back, because depending on the map layout, you can travel very fast in this game. For instance, you can, if the other player just frags you, and you spawn with the basic weapons and such, you can use the blaster or whatever to go lightning fast to the next major item. But in this map, that's I didn't see any player to do so.
Yeah, but Wolf Snipe is only utilizing it on this very corridor right here. And,
Yeah.
he does it pretty well, although that is still a very short distance, using it to boost yourself on a wall.
Yeah. You can see Wolf Snipe faking blaster jumps. That's a tactic that high experienced players tend to use, just faking the sounds, because sound cues are very important. A little bit of trivia about Xonotic. You can actually choose the way the sound attenuation works in this game. So there are players that use logarithmic sound attenuation, which allows them to hear things further away. And a suicide! And Lionheart right now in a position to actually bring something back.
Yeah, not only did Wolfsnap lose a frag there out of the suicide, he did lose the entire momentum that he was working on. Basically massacring Lionheart here, but he is coming back now.
Yes. You can see how...
Not too high on her health right now. Neither is Lionheart after this crown, as she just keeps on chasing, but Wolfsnap keeps on delivering damage back.
Yeah. That was tremendously good on Lionheart's regard, because doing that amount of damage in this map, that's very hard to do. But you can see Lionheart not knowing the spawn time of the major item. He was there too early, and Wolfsnap predicted his position quite well. But Wolfsnap, he's insane. Very high risk tactic there. It didn't pay off at the moment, but now Wolfie, thanks to that 50 armor, he has now the superior stack. And he's now hiding himself. And Lionheart also hiding himself on the mega room. Now Lionheart is aware of the spawn of got it? No, he failed. Now he got it.
And Wolfsnap was listening to it right next to him.
And now Wolfie got the heading return.
Yeah.
5-minute warning.
Lionheart right below Wolfsnap right there. Just Wolfsnap is in return trying to look where he is. Going around. I think he's just roaming around the map here. Got some stack. There's the Mega. He's using he used the Hager there.
The Hager, not a very... Players don't tend to use the Hager that much, but the Hager is very mighty in the hands of the player with the favorable position. The thing about the Hager is very similar to the plasma gun or the nail gun from Quake. The difference is that the projectiles are slower, so it's harder to deal damage with it. So Lionheart here with -1.
Secret to the vortex, and Lionheart indeed does have a -1 score.
Wolfsnap stampeding and Lionheart stealing the armor! Wow! But Wolfie
didn't help him much though, but yeah, he did have a control of it quite well. Wolfsnap again is suspecting it, respawned there. So I'm just gonna melee him down, and indeed he did. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
Oh, and another very good air shot and through the wall, or rather the ceiling.
Yes. Lionheart not happy with that, indeed. Another little bit of trivia regarding those players. Wolfsnap is actually very hard to hit. His combat movement is very tricky.
It's interesting that Lionheart is just complaining about that specific spawn there, even though playing against Wolfsnap. I would, especially my experience in Xonotic, I just started today. I would just complain about every single spawn. It's like, how the hell does he know that? But here he is.
Yes, indeed.
Accuracy.
Oh, hello there.
Yes, Lionheart is aware about how little time there is left. He's trying to force the counters. He needs some advantage, but he doesn't have any advantage.
Seems he's just spawned right next to the railgun. It's not just spamming the TP there. But, oh, Lionheart's really... Oh, there we go.
Holy shit.
He's right below him still and try to enter the TP. That was the only way to escape that small, very room there.
Yes, Wolf's not perfectly aware as you mentioned. You can see Wolfie the awareness. He's reading Lionheart like a book.
Very much so. I mean, seems he doesn't even need glasses for that. He is just dominating this map.
Yes, and Lionheart pretty clueless on what to do now. He's setting a trap right now, behind the Mega teleporter. Mega spawned, and 6 seconds for the Mega to spawn. Mega in possession of Lionheart, Heavy in possession of Wolfie. Wolfie delaying the item 1 second. Delaying the items also has the advantage of using the item as bait. If the opponent doesn't hear the Mega Armor after some seconds, there is a high chance he will go for the Heavy. Lionheart pretty tilted at the moment. He's waiting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's waiting on the lightning gun room right now. Wolfie aware, opening the entrance.
I mean, who can blame him? He only has 35 seconds and he's at -1 frags. I would definitely just do the same.
Yes. He's not rushing, trying to get something. At least 1 frag.
Yeah.
To get 0 frags.
I mean, they got 1 rocket.
Oh yes. Wolfie with almost no stack. Lionheart with the better stack of both. But Wolfie pretty much under control. And 1 frag on Lionheart's regard. GG from both players.
Yeah. At least it didn't sort of end up being on -1, so it actually just brought himself back to the positive score. So there's that. At least it sort of tried at the very end there, even though it couldn't do much for the rest of the game. So there's that.
Yes, indeed. Perhaps we should go back to the brackets and see who will be next. So we have. So Wolfie was victorious on that match. Dodger managed to win against Champ 2-0. So both Champ and Lionheart on the loser bracket. And now we will probably follow Rainbow Shadows for it. Yes. So we are waiting for. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this awesome match. We will put some highlights. Well, we're back following Rainbow Shadow versus Zero QL. Zero QL, very known player, very well-known player, coming from Quake. We can see Rainbow Shadow with the advantage, but the match is very close right now. Rainbow Shadow with the most amount of frags. Though Zero QL on the chase, trying to get Rainbow Shadow. Rainbow Shadow taking that opportunity to frag him with that defensive playstyle. Only 31 seconds for the match to end.
Yeah, just a slight teabag by Rainbow Shadow there. Very good perspective towards Zero Q.
Holy shit.
And
Rainbow Shadow.
It seems this is their third map.
So pretty amazing that Zero QL managed to get to a third map again. Rainbow Shadow, knowing how pretty much Rainbow Shadow is on shape at the moment.
Game over.
Oh, certainly.
Indeed. So, third map. That's pretty impressive. I hope Zero QL get time to play more Xonotic, because it's a pleasure to have him here playing. He is one of those players that you cannot stop watch.
Definitely not, no. What I've seen him playing Quake Champions, at least, he's just certainly a very talented player. And seeing him here in Xonotic, which is definitely faster, it's just, wow. At least they put one hell of a challenge against Rainbow Shadow.
Yes. So I cannot wait for him to get back in shape and show us his best, because he's amazing. Okay, so we are looking at the bracket right now. We'll try to figure out which one to spectate now.
It does seem it's Dodger versus Rainbow Shadow, and the first game in the round 2 is also going to be best of 3. Then
Yes.
Sprite and Wolf Snipe on the other game.
Yes. I see. So regarding the players that will be on the winner bracket right now, we have Dodger versus Rainbow Shadow. Dodger, the current best player in the world, being undisputed for more than a year, versus Rainbow Shadow. Rainbow Shadow, the rising talent, putting a lot of hours into the game. He's now pretty much on point, on shape, and he wants blood, the blood of his opponents. On the other hand, we have the other match will be NR Sprite versus Wolf Snipe. Wolf Snipe, very proficient with that brain play, relying on spam play, being able to predict the opponent's position. And regarding NR Sprite, I'm unaware of his playstyle.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, it seems we are going to be watching Dodger versus Rainbow Shadow. We're staying on the same server as what we saw the last few seconds of Rainbow Shadow versus Zero. And I think they already have... Oh, no, never mind. They're calling a vote for a coin toss first. Then they're choosing their maps.
Yes. So Rainbow Shadow is very good. We will go to highlights while we are waiting for them to pick maps, and we will keep you updated. Greetings, we are back. Dodger versus Rainbow Shadow. Dodger, the undisputed champion, versus Rainbow Shadow, a rising star. Here, ready to go. What are your predictions, Capelli?
I have no idea. Well, you already said that Dodger is just the very dominant player in Xonotic, and well, we already saw some brief action of Rainbow Shadow go up against Zero QL, and it seems he got a 2-1 score, but Zero QL did manage to give him some kind of a challenge. Yes. I'm gonna say Dodger might actually win this.
My prediction is in favor of Dodger too, sorry. Nonetheless, Rainbow Shadow, amazing player. So I expect him to pull something off somehow.
Yeah.
It will be amazing. And also Rainbow Shadow is very expressive through the chat. So he will, every time he gets tilted, you will laugh just at looking at the player chat. Pretty amazing. Oh, okay.
Yes. I only saw. Let's see, Dodger's question here. Did you drop kick or something? What the hell? What is it?
So
I think Rainbow Shadow's fixing his chair or something.
So because you cannot see the player chat, we will be sure that you know what's happening here, because definitely. Believe me, it will be amazing. So they are still preparing for the match. I will ask them if they are ready. Still not, it seems. Rainbow Shadow, problems with his chairs. Still. He says he's eating a potato.
It's too bad that the stream cannot see the in-game chat. He's actually eating a potato, he says. And I like that you asked, are you ready to roll? He immediately pressed ready, or F4, but he answers no. Make up your mind.
You can see Rainbow Shadow, he's amazing,
Dodger asked, do you want to eat first or play? I don't care.
There is a countdown now because he has 10 pieces of a potato and he's eating each piece, and every time he eats a piece, the countdown goes, you know.
It's really like speed eating. Quickly.
Oh yes.
Some quick energy out of this. Okay, let's play.
Come on! Play now! Man! That potato.
Finish your damn potatoes.
Joking. 0 potatoes. Now you are back to 10. Man! That potato.
Back to 10.
It must be delicious. I hope so.
It's a moment. Oh no, Dodger's just keeping it going.
He's asking if we are ready. Don't worry, I'm responding, okay?
Yeah. We have been ready for some time. We've been watching Rainbow Shadow eat potatoes, but here we go.
Oh yes. Well, I'm ready. Rainbow Shadow already ate his potato because he needs kilocalories for this match.
1. You are tied for the lead.
We are following. Who are following? Dodger right now.
Dodger, yeah.
So Rainbow Shadow in possession of the heavy armor, and the next in possession of Dodger and using that weapon proficiently. Dodger and Rainbow Shadow, both of these players being one of the best aimers in Xonotic history. Rainbow Shadow not landing those rockets, and Dodger just dodging, honoring his name. Beautiful shot from Dodger. Trying to get the frag on Rainbow Shadow. Rainbow Shadow on the back foot trying to land the rocket, but that's a machine gun from Dodger. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not talking anymore. My friend, I need help. I cannot talk.
Xonotic is a very fast game. Dodger seems to be very low on HP. He got some damage on Rainbow Shadow as well, but he is dominant with the armor at the moment. Not so healthy himself until he pick up some health and surprise the hell out of Dodger right around the corner.
First frags on Rainbow's regard. and he's trying to capitalize, get the weapons, because every weapon you pick is a weapon that the opponent doesn't have.
Wow.
And another frag on Rainbow Shadow Regard, fragging Dodger, the current undisputed champion.
I do
Rainbow
like the
Shadow?
Vortex. I do like the Vortex rifle here in Xonotic because it only has the pause between each fire or like each trigger press. It doesn't have the pause for weapon switch like in Quake. So you can actually just do something else while it just recharges.
Exactly. But it's a little detail about the next is that the every time you hit the shoot with the next time you fire that thing again, the amount of damage you do is not the same. It has less damage, so you have to wait for it to recharge. But you only recharge it when you have that equipped, ready to fire. So you can shoot immediately after weapon switching, as you awesomely mentioned before. But in order to do most amount of damage, you need to charge it just by selecting it.
Right. But I
Rainbow
think I
Shadow.
noticed that Rainbow Shadow using it. Oh, hello there.
Oh goodness, Rainbow Shadow still with advantage.
Yeah.
But Dodger rushing like no tomorrow.
It was pretty low. It must have been like 1 HP there. Holy hell. And he is still pretty low on HP. But so is Dodger, and that ends up being a trade. Mutual frag.
Both of these players with not much to work with. Sorry, what are you... Man, I don't know how to talk! So, following Rainbow Shadow here. Still with the superior weaponry and with the advantage to actually do something against Dodger. But Dodger...
Wow.
That's a very cool strategy. The 2 rails in a row strategy. Yeah. If you can land those shots, do it. Rainbow Shadow still with advantage, man. But Dodger, that clutch shot being landed, that meant a lot for his
Barely
progression.
dodged that rocket. Now he's picked up that heavy. Whoa. Put a lot of damage back.
Yes, indeed.
He is trailing by 3 frags. He does get the control of the heavy. He's trying to deal some damage on Rainbow Shadow while he's low on health, and indeed he does get the frag. But, oh, he's going to predict the spawn a bit wrong there. And he, does not get the frag out of Rainbow Shadow again. He melees him down.
Yes. And the tricky movement. You can see Dodger missing every shot due to the tricky movement. Doing the 80 dance. Nothing like dancing, you know?
He stopped for a while.
And you can see the chat right now. Not the game chat, but the stream chat. Someone is saying that the potato had a lot of energy, and
So it seems
Holy shit.
he's leading by, well, now 1 frag, so Dodger's slightly making a comeback here, but Rainbow Shadow was in a very good dominance for some time here. Probably like 2
Yes.
minutes straight.
still 5 minutes to go. So now very tight.
Yeah, definitely anything can happen. Maybe Rainbow Shadow can finally get the rest of the energy out of his potatoes, or as Dodger just did it here, he just tied the game. Maybe he can make one hell of a comeback and continue the domination on his side.
5-minute warning.
Man, Rainbow Shadow doing a pretty good job there, and being very tricky and winning those encounters. Dodger, he doesn't have stack, but now, thanks to that beautiful rocket, now Dodger in a very good position to capitalize and perhaps getting the frag, but only 33 HP. So very, very, very clutch moment. Those rockets from both of these players.
Holy shit.
And Dodger got the upper
Holy
hand.
shit.
Got the frag, but
tied
that
for the lead.
immediate spawn, from that spawn aggression from Rainbow Shadow, and also going fast forward, going very fast toward the heavy, and now stacks pretty even after that exchange, even though Rainbow Shadow got the heavy.
Yeah, it seems the game is just pretty well tied on just 10 frags here. Dodger, probably just like 1.5 minutes ago, was just timed at 9. It's only 10. They're both dealing damage here and there, but both also have pretty good control over the map. Dodger currently has the higher stack thanks to that damage that he has done on Rainbow Shadows. Now he's completely stuck and finally he takes the lead.
Oh yes, as you mentioned very awesomely, that damage by Dodger. Because if you can pull out a three rails in a row strategy, just pull that up.
Yeah.
I cannot do so. I cannot land 3 rails in a row like that. But those players indeed can.
Holy shit.
Tell me how I could do that. Even though I have experience in Quake, it's still Xonotic is way faster. But Dodger does seem to get the lead fairly well now. He's been dominating control and got 3 more frags out of Rainbow Shadow here.
Yes.
He's wandering around the map pretty well. He's not like Wolf Snipe where he just stands still next to a mega power waiting it to respawn and spamming some corner ground. Dodger actually moves around and watches corners here and there and knows the item control and where his player or opposing player always is.
Yes, indeed. Dodger, one of the fastest players in Duel, using his movement to get the upper hand on those situations. Another...
Definitely see he uses the blaster quite often here on certain angles. Look at that.
Exactly, because blaster shoots very... the projectile speed of the blaster is quite high, and also it has a splash damage, so...
Yeah.
Very useful in some situations. And also because of the knockback. Holy shit, what a combo from Dodger. Now the frag movie starts. Let's see if Rainbow Shadow can put a stop to that frag movie.
I don't know how I could do that. Dodger is currently very dominant on the spawns. Even through the walls, here comes the splash damage everywhere.
Yes, indeed. One particularity about the Xonotic is the splash damage. Grenades and rockets are not like in Quake. The splash radius is quite lower, so it's quite harder to land grenades and rockets. But of course, all of that is compensated by the ability to make the grenades bounce or directing the rockets.
Yeah. And also there's the ability to shoot through walls.
Exactly. Dodger pretty much in control. He got control and now he's having his time.
He's definitely making some frag movie material right here. 24-8. Rainbow Shadow ends up suiciding there. 20 seconds left to make that 25 frags for Dodger now.
I'm trying not to
use...
Oh goodness, I'm trying...
Melee kill.
Dodger only having the starting weapons, he now picked the Devastator. And like so, GG will play. And Dodger showing his respect towards Rainbow, because he played very well. Rainbow is getting on the higher tier list of players.
Yeah, definitely. He did put some kind of a challenge against him, so that the first few minutes were just definitely he really got the energy from his potatoes, to be honest.
Indeed, he's aware, and
he did dominate the map for quite some time, and the spawns, the items, the weapons were pretty accurate as well, until Dodger just somehow rose up from the dead. Even got a couple frags inside a very small interval. He just got the second spawn frag there as well, so he just immediately knew what Rainbow Shadow was doing as well.
Yeah. And Rainbow Shadow, going back to the potato, Rainbow Shadow is aware about the amount of energy and kilocalories a potato has. So he went back to get more potatoes, and we will probably do another countdown right now.
My goodness.
Because he needs potatoes. It's clear.
Exactly. He found the secret way to win a Xonotic duel.
Yes, I will also
More
eat
potatoes.
So what are your predictions now regarding this map?
I have no idea about Final Rage. The thing is, if Dodger just keeps up the same sort of dominance as what he did already in the last map, he's really good at movement, and at the same time just controlling the items, knowing where Rainbow Shadow is constantly moving around, and just knowing his weapons in general. He just does a very brilliant job combining different weapons into a couple frags.
Indeed. The importance of control. Rainbow Shadow actually has a chance against Dodger if you manage to man. Sorry, I was distracted by the potatoes because they are talking about potatoes again. Apparently, Rainbow Shadow, the potato he was eating, it's cold now.
No, they're cold now.
Yeah, he needs not only
not much
the
energy gained.
Exactly, because we know that heat it's also energy. So he also needs the kinetic energy from those particles, extra particles.
Oh yes, of course.
So Dodger, instead of eating, he will inhale the food. He will absorb its essence. I also like to eat like that from time to time, especially when I'm when I'm doing something important like eating other stuff. You can eat
4, 3,
with the mouth one thing, and using the nose to inhale another food. We have to be efficient. Dodger going aggressive, and Rainbow Shadow in possession of the Mega. Sorry, the Heavy. Mega Armor was in possession of Dodger. And Rainbow Shadow like that because of the better spawn and better, having better items. He got the initial frag, and Dodger predicting the teleport there, prefiring that spot. So Dodger only has the Devastator and nothing else. Now he has the Vortex. Better weaponry on Rainbow Shadow's regard. And a good exchange here.
You are tied for the lead.
And a successful chase from Dodger.
Very much.
And another
Rainbow
chase.
Shadow.
Gained
Oh,
the lead.
he was AFK for a while. I think he was eating a potato there for a moment. Whole potato.
Exactly. Just after the frag, he was like, "Oh man, I need more energy." Blah 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 blah.
Oh no, Dodger's gaining the advantage. Need potatoes. Nom nom.
Very important.
But he is still low on stack. Very low indeed. It was like 1 HP there, and suddenly did pick up some armor. Dodger is slightly higher.
Rainbow Shadow. Are you still there, Capelli? Capelli, are you still there?
Holy shit.
Capelli?
Yep, there we go. I am still here. Discord decided to restart itself. There we go, I'm back.
Okay.
Dodger still keeps on the dominance.
Killing spree.
Rainbow Shadow got a frag on the board. Oh, it was at the beginning, sorry. Dodger with another frag. And guarding the next, predicting that Rainbow Shadow is pretty much in love with the next, because love is in the air, and that next means love. Dodger with the advantage, but the Heavy is about to spawn. Heavy in possession of Rainbow Shadow. Dodger chasing Rainbow Shadow, comboing him to death. Good damage on Rainbow Shadow's regard, nonetheless, and a beautiful flick, landing 80 points of damage.
Yeah, first of all, very good air splashes and now those flicks. Just how does Dodger do it?
I don't know. And without potatoes.
Exactly, without the secret power to win a Xonotic duel. Rainbow Setter just bonked him with a freaking melee, but still. He's just keeping on down this.
Another flick, what the fuck?
Wow.
Man, I need... Dodger said something about inhaling food. We need to know what he was inhaling. Man, Dodger with the advantage all the time. He didn't lose the advantage all this time. Man, Rainbow Shadow with only 30, 40, now 70 points of health. And thanks to the 50 armor, he also have, you know, some clothes to cover his shame.
Impressive.
Those rails from Dodger. Nice rail from Rainbow Shadow, but Dodger.
Ooh.
In a better position with the Mega. And now ready to get the heavy. And Dodger basically cycling through the items. And Rainbow Shadow trying to get something. He needs something, weapons. And he chased Dodger. Dodger waiting for the...
Chase is definitely not going to pay off. He's even trying to throw desperate melees here and everything.
Yeah.
Pick up a weapon. Finally, there's a very good fight here, but Dodger is just higher on the stack.
Exactly. Good damage output from Rainbow Shadow though. Beautiful rocket from Dodger, also from Rainbow Shadow, being able to land those, and Dodger got another frag on the board, like that. Dodger pretty much has all the items right now. Rainbow Shadow, he has nothing. He's waiting for some item to spawn, actually.
5-minute
But
warning.
I believe he lost track of the items.
He's just camping right now, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think he
Gotta
was
get some
trying to.
vortex hits.
I think he was trying to get time for the 50 below.
Yeah.
But Dodger predicting the position of Rainbow Shadow. Dodger just doing a frag movie. Let's see Rainbow Shadow. Yeah. Dodger in possession of the 50 too. The 50 that Rainbow Shadow was trying to get time to get. Still, Dodger with everything he needs actually. Another shot landed.
Like, I have no idea how Dodger can just manage to move this well, control the map this well, and at the same time just flick every single vortex hit, do those amazing rockets even if he's just pinned down by an LG, currently even a Rainbow here. He just does it.
Yeah. 22 kills on 6 minutes. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Definitely.
But it's not the record. I think the most amount of frags I've seen Dodger deal to another player was 80. And yeah, that was brutal.
Oh, as soon as he wins one map, he just cannot give it any other maps away to the opposing player. He just wants to win the other map as well.
Yeah. Rainbow Shadow managed to get another frag on the board, actually. Very nice. But Dodger, because he has the control of the map, if you have a very good control of the map, even if you die, you can easily convert your death to another frag on the board. And now Dodger chasing, trying to land another shot. A little bit tricky, but he got it nonetheless.
Killing spree.
And this is a bloodbath.
It's just 10 kills in a row, basically.
Oh yes.
Or actually 5 kills in a row, sorry, yeah. Got the range medal. 2.5 minutes remaining, basically 7.5 minutes been played. It's 29-2.
Yes.
Total control.
Indeed. Rainbow Shadow Nice from him, actually. He got the heavy. He got some advantage and still can get some frags on the board. Dealing this amount of frags to Dodger is actually very good. That's pretty much... Holy shit!
Wow.
Those rails from Dodger. Only rails. Look at that. He's landing everything.
I just cannot believe the small angles he even gets in there is the Devastator shot. The small angles he gets with the rail. It's just immense. Even though we weren't watching Dodger, I was still wondering when Rainbow Shadow was looking at Dodger there. The angle for the rail was just a millimeter wide, basically.
Oh, indeed. He was like everywhere. Everywhere. It doesn't matter where... I mean, Rainbow Shadow goes there, rail. Goes to another place, rail.
Triple kill.
And now another frag movie.
If Dodger wants a rail to hit, it will hit.
Oh, yes.
Basically any weapon, but especially the rails, it just seems.
It's super nasty. Super nasty. Another rail, why not?
Impressive.
On close range, why not? An interesting fact about Dodger, he plays with a very wide FOV, like 120. So everything is so small and he still lands those shots. Oh goodness. Yes indeed, going for the 40 right now. Let's see if he can do it.
Can he get 40 frags inside just 25 seconds? 4 frags more. Now 3 frags more.
Man, this is so... Can he do it? Can he get... Oh. Come on, 2 more! He can do it! 1 more frag! Come on!
1 more inside 10 seconds.
Impressive.
Oh,
What have we found? Rainbow Shadow is hiding back there. It is.
Yes!
40 frags
Game
inside
over.
10 minutes. Rainbow Shadow got 3. Man, what a game.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Here, we wanted the 40. We all wanted the 40. It's, you know...
Definitely
because
something else to watch.
Yeah.
The thing is with Dodger is just he can do so many things at the same time. He's just brilliant moving around and at the same time finding his freaking Devastator, the Vortex, Blaster jumping around and then using the Devastator or Vortex and then controlling the map around so well that even most of the player spawns have the time when he's just getting the frag. It's just not many people can do so many things at the same time.
You mentioned it very, very, very well, because Dodger, he times every item, his execution, he has everything. He has planning, execution, aim, long-term planning. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a very complete player. Perhaps the most complete player we have right now in Xonotic.
Yeah.
We have the bracket here. So, well, Snipe. So we will follow Zero versus Sprite right now.
Seems to be
And Wolfie, just to keep you updated, Wolfie managed to beat NR Sprite. And trying to figure out the server. And okay. Okay. So, the match 0-12 versus NR Sprite is about to end right now. So, 0-12, the victorious on this particular map. It was pretty much... it was expected. And with that, he will face, on the next match, Rainbow Shadow or Lionheart, one of both.
No, that's a best of 1 game, so 0 QL Damn, -1 on NR Sprite. Yeah, that was really very devastating. By 0 KO right there. And yeah, he will indeed face either Rainbow Shadow or Lionheart when their game is done. Either one will drop and the other one will face 0 KO on the third round of losers.
Well,
yeah, Dodger and Wolfsnap are battling the semifinals, which is still going to be a best of 3.
So Rainbow Shadow versus Lionheart, the victorious will probably be Rainbow Shadow. Probably. And I believe they are still warming up. Perhaps we are in time to cast this. I think Rainbow Shadow will probably win this. Lionheart is very good, actually. He needs more experience, and Rainbow Shadow has that experience. So I pretty much favor Rainbow Shadow on this map. Sorry, this match or set of matches, because it is a best of 1. Because we are on the loser bracket. Only one map is to be played. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Rainbow Shadow being a very much more experienced player than Lionheart, especially with, well, I would say play time, but this is like game time inside the game. But I don't know. Rainbow Shadow really likes to, what we already saw from Dodger's game, even though we saw very little of it because he was dominating the games by Dodger very well. He's definitely like going very aggressive as soon as he gets one pick up, and then just like immediately faces the other player as soon as he also have a weapon.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was the duel server again?
So regarding yeah, we are on Duel 1 right now.
Duel 1, there we go.
And they are still warming up a little bit. Rainbow Shadow is ready. He ate his potato.
This again.
Oh yes.
3, 2, 1.
You
Play.
are tied for the lead.
Lionheart, do your best, my friend, because Rainbow Shadow has a lot of aim. A lot of aim.
It really does. And it really seems to be very sloppy at the very first seconds here. He's just totally missing Rainbow Shadow with the LG. Just jumping over him pretty much. That is just not the position you want to use for the LG. Moving your character around.
Yes, indeed.
Rainbow Shadow still going for it.
Yes, chasing for that kill. Frag.
Wow.
He got it.
I'm not sure if it was Lionheart who got the Megat the first time, but it was definitely Rainbow Shadow. Controlling
Yes.
the Megat, now even the Heavy.
Yes. Using Clan Arena movement. You can use... Another particularity about this game is that you can detonate the rockets at any time you want. So more experienced players with a lot of control of her stack will use the rockets to go faster in exchange for their health. You can see Rainbow Shadow doing so. He did so to get faster to the heavy. So even though Rainbow Shadow has the upper hand all the time, I was about to say that Rainbow Shadow didn't have the railgun, the next, the vortex. But now he has it in his possession, so Lionheart not in a favorable position right now.
Absolutely not.
Killing
He is
spree.
just low stack, trying to use the Haggard pretty much against Rainbow Shadow, who just has most of the weapons, and combined with that movement and the combination of the weapons, he has 5 frags in the lead.
Yes. This map is one of the biggest maps that are played on official duels. So you can see that this is being played very slow, because the distance between items are quite great. Oh goodness, quite interesting maneuver from Lionheart. You can see that his playstyle is a little bit weirder in comparison with other players, doing some not conventional maneuvers, like very tricky maneuvers, very unexpected moves, and that makes a lot of players with that he catch off guard a lot of experienced players.
Yeah. I mean, Rainbow Shadow even stopped there and just like tried to land some rail shots himself. It was like, what the hell is this kid doing? And yeah, it did catch him off for some time until he just got him around the next corner, and there's Lionheart again dead.
Impressive.
And another time. Inside the first 10... 3 frags inside the first 10 seconds.
Goodness. He knows the spawns. You can see he knows the spawns. Man, that was brutal.
I was completely holding my breath for that third frag. Like, how did he do that? That is exactly Rainbow Shadow right there. Now, he has complete control. He's not going very aggressive on spawn, and immediately when he gets a pickup and a weapon, he has all, like everything on the map.
Exactly.
All the map has to offer. Even the frags.
Yes, even the frags.
It's a complete zero game for Rainbow.
Oh yes. You can see that even though the Rainbow has a lot of advantage, he didn't pull up a lot of frags. You can see the nature of this map. This map actually favors patient players, but of course if you have the amount of aim and experience Rainbow Shadow has, you can pull off a lot of things with aggressive playstyle.
And I can definitely see that this map is just very patient-friendly map. Rainbow Shadow's even taken his time between the blaster jumps and then the vortex shots just to land the rails on Lionheart.
Exactly.
Some of them he's actually missed, but he's really patient with them, and he has the time to do that as well, just to be a little bit more accurate with the shots.
Yes, indeed. Rainbow Shadow using the blaster right now. You can see that blaster is very effective if you rush.
5-minute warning.
Because every time you splash damage, not only makes damage, but it also makes you go you, and that you means being tossed around.
Exactly.
And of course that mess ups a lot with one's aim. So I think to keep in mind.
There's definitely not like in Quake where rocket jumps actually hurt you more than the blaster jumps here. You can definitely rocket jump here, but it's very much ill-advised when you have a weaker weapon for that already. That deals with smaller damage on your feet.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
One
Holy
interesting
shit.
thing relating to what
Massacre.
Capelli mentioned here. Because of the similarities with Quake, the movement, the amount of speed you can get on standard duels, that was amazing. It's capped, so I don't remember if it's 900 or 800, but it's capped. But you can temporarily, I don't know how to pronounce that. You can. Thank you. You can change that. You can use stronger weapons to get above that cap for a limited amount of time. You can preserve that momentum with knowing how the movement works and the inertia works in this game. But yeah, if you use, for instance, the rocket launcher against walls to propulse yourself, you can go faster. Actually, Dodger uses that. He uses that trick quite a bit.
Yeah, so it is a very high risk sort of maneuver to boost yourself around the map, but if you just know what you're doing,
Holy
especially when
shit.
picking up an item and keeping the overall control of the map, it's also a very good high reward as well.
Exactly. Lionheart, he managed to get a crack on the board. Rainbow Shadow playing very calm. Calmed.
Yeah, did
And
get 2
Lionheart.
frags on the board, yeah, and 20 for Rainbow Shadow here. He is trying to get back in control, and again, he just picks up a Vortex. Immediately just, and he also did pick up the Devastator, but immediately just goes for the offense, even if he does only have health stack. That is just impressive.
Of course, if you have the aim and the superior battle skills, you can pull off a lot of ridiculous stuff. Indeed.
He did pick up the Mega. Oh, here he is using the Devastator as a method for boosting his jumps. It was very high risk. If Lionheart ended up being there, then he might have actually gotten a frag quite easily with Rainbow Shadow's low stack, but Rainbow did know that he was not there, so it ended up paying off, picking up that armor.
An upward exchange here.
Holy shit.
And
Oh, Lionheart ending up fragging Rainbow Shadow.
yes. Lionheart using the splash damage to get the to secure the frag. And you guys, that spun, but that was very interesting.
1 minute remains.
Man, that was very close to the enemy. Not expecting that. And of course, Lionheart not expecting that at all either.
Like, how am I getting frags this well? Indeed he is. Oh, he's still trying to play. There's 42 seconds left.
Yes.
Rainbow Shadow is pretty dominant here with the lead, so I'm gonna say that he is pretty much won the game, but let's see if Lionheart can get frags here. He can get one at least. Oh, hello there. Immediately predicting the spawn of Rainbow Shadow the next time he spawns. And does get another one.
Yeah, getting some frags on the board. Not enough to pull off the victory, but that's a confidence boost for the next time.
To say it's too little, too late for Lionheart here, but it's nice to see that he didn't end up giving up at these very last few seconds. He does actually does actually have some motivation left just to not push himself down.
Exactly. Look, we can see in the chat that Lionheart is very happy to have some frags on the board.
Very much.
Yeah, he's spamming. Exactly, he's spamming happy faces on the game chat. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, even if I would get freaking wrecking balled by Rainbow Shadow here so many times, like 20 times in a row, I would still be happy if I got at least one frag against him, so that just to know like what his weaknesses are and everything. It's
Exactly.
like, oh, well, at least I got one frag at this very moment, so it's fine.
Indeed. So the next match we are going to cast will be Zero versus Rainbow Shadow. Again, actually, they are playing again. Let's see if Zero can get his vengeance against Rainbow Shadow, because Rainbow Shadow was victorious on the first round, the
that's
best
right.
of 3. It will be very interesting to watch, actually. Very eager.
Yeah.
So they are on Duel 6. They were.
Duel 1, yep. Rainbow Shadows continuing
Okay.
there.
I saw him disconnecting, so that's why it was a little bit... It was caught off guard, actually.
Yeah. Well, we had everybody here, so we don't have to.
Very nice.
This is going to be a very interesting match. They did play, like I said, they did play against each other the very first round of this of the winner bracket, and now they're playing against each other again. Zero Kill has a potential for a revenge here, knocking down Rainbow Shadow completely out of the tournament and continuing on. But
Yeah.
I have no idea who might actually win this one, because Zero QL he ended up scoring one map against Rainbow Shadow and he in that winner, like first round of the winner bracket.
Yeah, so
he could be a very good opposition still.
Oh yes. Well, I don't know how much he played, but the amount of residual skill, it's amazing. I would want Zero to win this, not because I hate Rainbow Shadow or anything, but because I would love Zero to be back at this. He's amazing, and yeah, watching him is amazing. His crosshair position, how he aims, it's amazing. Just awesome to watch.
Yeah, most definitely.
So there is also Wolf's Knight versus Dodger on Duel 7. I'm gonna take a look and see how the scores are at the moment. Very quick look while they are picking maps.
Oh, meanwhile, Zero QL and Rainbow Shadow are warming up.
Yeah.
I think they just did their map pick.
Yeah. Oh, Zero Walk. Amazing. Sorry, Zero Walk. Aero Walk.
Zero QL Walk.
Oh yeah, Aero Walk. This map is quite popular. What can you say, Capelli, about this map?
Well, part about the map itself, it is very... It's more vertical than what Quake 1 offered with the DM6 map. It definitely has like more floors on top of each other, and back when I gotta pull some history of the map. Back when it was made, I believe they just wanted to sort of put the deathmatch maps of Quake World, I mean, to like pretty much the limits, like how many freaking floors on top of each other you can have and still make it sort of playable. And that's Aero Walk for you. It has many floors and has quite a lot of potential for high ground frags because of that.
Yeah. This map is very famous for the spawns. I mean, the spawns are ridiculous on this map. You can basically... I will not use the term because the term is I don't know the average age of the viewer, so I will not use the term that it's used. But you know, spawn. Well, I will say spawn frag instead. But that's quite common on this particular map. So
I do like the touch of this.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, okay.
okay.
So
5,
I like the
4,
sort of
3,
aesthetics here
2,
that the map has
1.
here. It does
You
have
are
a Quake
tied
World
for the
aesthetic
lead.
as well. And we're starting from Rainbow Shadow. Who's already picked up the Mega and the lighter armor. Already opposed by Zero QL. Rocket jump up to the heavy armor.
First,
No mercy on him, picking up the item and keeping him at bay at the same time.
Oh yes, Shadow now with the advantage, but Zero QL doing a good job with this grenade launcher and getting a frag on the board like that. Is he aware of the Mega armor because he's about to spawn in 1 second? Now the major item in possession of Rainbow Shadow. Rainbow Shadow in a very good spot to get the heavy actually. Zero QL restacking himself. And Zero QL got the heavy like so.
Yeah, it's just a slight turnaround inside the first 50 seconds of the game even. Just like Rainbow Shadow had the pretty much a good dominance on the
Holy
Mega
shit.
and both armors on lockout. That Devastator.
That was
And that
sick.
Zero QL has taken it back.
Yes, you can see the experience from Zero QL. Even on that clutch situation that it's not easy to come on top of. He managed to get the damage and the frag. But now the Mega, the heavy spawn, you can see the punishment from Zero QL. Zero QL with the lower stack and landing beautiful shots one after another. And now restacking himself with the shards. Rainbow Shadow chasing. And Zero QL in possession of the heavy. Sorry, the Mega. Got the frag. Got the damage. Can he get it? Using that as a trap. And got another frag on the board.
Went slightly sloppy there on the second frag. If he had charged up his Cortex a little bit more, he might have gotten the frag slightly quicker and not get much damage out of Rainbow Shadow there. But he's still keeping on the dominance. Heavy picked up, Mega still pending here. Just 3 more seconds. Rainbow Shadow's positioned for it, but completely forget about it. Just spam a couple grenades on it. That's about it.
Yeah, trying to do cheap damage. You can see the experience from Zero QL, not carrying much for the frag, but going for the Mega. Sorry, the heavy. Let's see his position. He positioned himself. But Rainbow Shadow just being tricky.
Holy shit.
With the advantage and the frag on the board.
After a while, Mega has spawned. It's gonna be him to pick it up, and he dealt some pretty good damage on Zero QL. Back to 100 again, but not anymore. He's down to 1, and pretty much how would I say, spawn fragged by Rainbow Shadow, I guess.
Interesting use of the blaster. You can see he's using the blaster as a repel. Just trying to
for the lead.
get Rainbow Shadow out of the position. Just getting away is important. But that was very tricky. Rainbow Shadow in complete control right now. Let's see if Zero QL can pull something off. That aim from Zero QL.
Killing spree.
And that rocket from Rainbow Shadow. Spawn frag. Quick one. But Zero QL aware of the Mega. He got the heavy. He got it. Landing some rockets. Another rocket will do. Not enough because of the healing items there. And Rainbow Shadow got the Mega. Zero QL got with the next. Rainbow Shadow with pretty much everything he needs. But he's there too early. 7 seconds for the Mega, for the heavy to spawn. Zero QL trying to land the damage he needs. Rainbow Shadow predicting the next step that Zero QL was about to make. Got another frag on the board.
Yeah, he
And
just
like
keeps
that.
on comboing around the damage here. Zero QL does steal damage here and there. That's pretty much his. Ooh. Oh, there he's doing even more damage right now. Rainbow Shadow finally getting a little bit more sloppy thanks to the movement.
The thing about Zero QL, the exchanges, even though he didn't do much damage, he was doing quite a good job at basically scaring Rainbow Shadow away from that position, but Rainbow Shadow somehow, with that rocket, he got the damage he needed and just take Zero QL out of that position. You can see the importance of the position in this game, of pretty much every Arena FPS that focuses on items. That shot from Zero QL. Missed.
Early on the heavy there and completely missed it. And the Devastator rockets will find its way, but Rainbow Shadow completely suicides. That rocket.
Melee
Well,
damage.
he has a shotgun. Melee's coming out. Not
Man, that
doing
aim.
much
That aim.
anything.
That aim! Man! Only one more shot is enough for Zero QL to get the frag. Nice shot. Man, what an exchange. Pretty close though. Zero QL quite confused because he saw the Mega there too much time. He was wondering himself, who will pick it up? Yes, no, yes, no. I will go for it. And then Rainbow Shadow just go for it before him. Man.
That is quite the dominance there by the and he has picked up the Mega.
Yes.
Heavy's up too, he's just not going for it. Zero QL was just about to pick it up until he died, and Rainbow Shadow's still going after it. Oh, but he bonked him.
Yes, but he's low. Can
Like,
Zero pull something off of this? Yes, he can.
just one frag.
But he doesn't have the items. 20 seconds for the heavy to spawn, and Rainbow Shadow was confused for a bit. That missed timing! Zero capitalizing! Getting the frag on the board. Rainbow Shadow got the 50. Yes, he got the 50. Zero trying to land the shots, trying to get the heavy. Successful though. Beautiful shot. And beautiful use of the blaster too. Another beautiful shot. Trying himself to get more damage. Rainbow Shadow spamming the grenade. The patience from both of these players, amazing. Heavy about to spawn. Beautiful shot.
Killing spree.
Beautiful spawn
Oh
frag.
my god.
But Rainbow Shadow, he can get the heavy. Just because of that, because he prioritized the frag instead of the item, he lost control. You can see the importance of the items.
Zero Q, I'm too far behind. He just needs 4 more frags to tie up the game. Inside minute and 40 seconds. I think it's doable if Rainbow Shadow does not keep on the control here for a moment.
Yes. Heavy spawned in position of Zero QL right now. Zero QL has a very good opportunity to bring something back. He has control of the heavy too. Sorry, the mega too. Another beautiful rocket from Zero QL. Rainbow Shadow in a pretty much very scary position right now, but he got the shards and now he's better. He's ready to go. Zero QL using the lightning gun.
1 minute remaining.
Yes, beautiful shot from both of these players. Heavy in possession of Zero QL. Zero QL needs something. He needs spawn frags. Oh yes, that was what he needed. Can he pull something off? Can he do it?
Certainly dealing damage, and there is 1 frag, yes.
But he's very low. Rainbow Shadow, they're too early, trying to get to the major item first. But too early. How did he land that? But man, not enough. Rainbow Shadow now, not letting Zero QL capitalize and get the frags he needs. Because Zero QL also needs clear frags to bring this up. And every frag is very messy. But close nonetheless.
Game over.
GG well played from those amazing players. So, pretty close. What do you think, Ateli?
That was indeed very close. It was just basically like tossing a bad ball, but neither one of the player won. It's like, no, you take it, no, you take it, no, you take it. But it was more favored for Rainbow Shadow, I guess. Yes. He just did the sort of same thing. He just kept the momentum going, he kept the control going, and even just frags going. He might have actually just stopped the moving around for a moment just to get more accurate shots on Zero Q, and that was probably one of his weaknesses during this game. He sort of when he stopped his momentum on the movement and everything, Zero Q had a chance to certainly deal quite a lot of frags himself.
Yeah.
So
we have been informed that Dodger versus Wolf Knight. Wolf Knight just lost to Dodger. Wolf Knight did very well, reaching semifinals. So just checking a little bit. Let's see how. Okay, last map is Silent Siege.
It seems to be 1-0 for either one of for Dodger. I mean.
I see.
Dong. I'm just watching 2 bots fight against each other in the server. Just empty. What is the server for?
Duel 7.
Ooh, 7 it seems.
Yes. So first map, Dodger was the victory, so the victorious on the first map.
You are tied for the lead.
They are pretty much ready for very ready to roll here. I hope Wolf Snipe managed to eat some potatoes in the meanwhile.
2,
Because
1.
he
Play.
needs those potatoes, really. Wolfie, possession of the Mega. Dodger in possession of the Heavy. Better weaponry regarding Wolf Snipe. But Dodger, he is now in possession of the rocket launcher, and if Dodger managed to get the next, it will be a major problem for Wolf Snipe. Let's see if Wolf Snipe is aware. He's pretty much aware, and he's trying to set a trap to get Dodger. Not successful enough yet. So Dodger, now with full control, but beautiful rocket from Wolf Snipe.
First
And Capelli, what do you think?
You have gained the lead.
Oh, he's already got the first frag. Wolf Snipe. It's just a minute past, but like still, Dodger only has a single frag inside a minute. Usually just keeps on scoring like a couple ones inside a minute. But here we go. That's his first frag. But he still does have the control. Still keeps on doing damage. This is just the Dodger that we know. He's just moving around, keeping control of the map, and keeping on going with the damage at the same time. It's just marvelous. Not a lot of player can do that.
Indeed. Dodger he's one of those players that he usually doesn't forget about items.
Definitely not. I can already see that. Yeah, he's just very. We can already see here. He's just very punctual with the Megan as well. As soon as he drops down on it, it's just spawned.
Man,
So a little bit early on the heavy, but he does get it.
Exactly. You brilliantly mentioned that. He just to the second. He was timing those items to the second. He's able to do so even on TDM with a lot of players. Amazing.
This is for my former co-casting partner at Rocket Jump, where we were casting Quake Champions tournaments. My former co-casting partner was Taka, who is German, and he was sort of commending some of the players how they had like sort of this German punctual time as well with every single pickup, and then just like also like when they needed a break, it's like okay, 1 minute. They were exactly back at 1 minute, and Dodger seems to be exactly the same here, at least with the pickups.
Oh, good luck.
He has the German sort of punctual time here.
Oh yeah, it's on his blood.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Engineered course.
Indeed.
But he has inside 3 minutes just 4 frags, and Wolf Snipe has just had no time or no chance at all to score a frag for himself. He does get some very neat angles for rails here, but he's just not hitting them.
I have to say that Wolf Snipe is doing a really great job here, because he's, you know, more than 3 minutes and only 4 frags on Dodger's regard. Even though this map is lower, Dodger usually does, I don't know, 20 frags. So Wolf is doing very nice, using his brain to the best.
He is dealing damage here and there, but oh my god, does Dodger always know where he's going.
Yes, indeed. As you mentioned, his precision regarding timing items, and also his aim. He doesn't seem to have any weak point. That rocket was sick. You know, I find funny how companies invest a lot of money on NTP servers. They can hire Dodger to time everything.
Oh, certainly. He is just super punctual with these pickups, and I have no idea. He's just trained
Look,
the game
1 second.
so much.
Oh yes, 1 second. I saw that on the time counter. Players doesn't have this counter. We casters And it was to the second. I saw 1 second, and when 1 second remains, he drops down.
Heavy. It's also the big armor, which is up, but he just can't pick it at the moment.
5-minute warning.
For wolf snipe at the moment. And there we go. Again, the timing with the Mega is just impeccable. It's such impressive timing.
Yes, indeed.
And he's doing a complete zero game against wolf snipe here, who doesn't much have it cool sometimes with Dodger is just moving around. He's just doing the control and the damage and just everything, even the frags, so fast.
Accuracy.
Cannot keep track of him, and he keeps on the dominance with these spawn frags.
And you can see Wolfie is not aware about the items. He's not aware at all. He completely avoid the Mega.
Oh, look at that machine gun.
Oof. Also, Dodger is very... You know, when one player has the advantage, some players tend to go for aim practice. Dodger, he doesn't. He just uses the most efficient weapon for every situation. Such disciplined player.
I mean, wolf snipe, we already talked about him in the very first game we streamed. And he just has this sort of knowing the spawns and just like spamming them as well as he can. But right now he has little to no knowledge of the spawns, but Dodger's just like knowing his spawns basically. He just cannot do much anything at the moment. Oh, he does get some damage here. But there we go.
The thing is, Dodger, man, Wolfie doesn't have room to do anything. Look at that damage from Dodger. That was sick. That was really sick. So Dodger did that jump that Dodger did. That's very hard to do. That's very hard to do. Only good players, or players proficient enough with the movement can make that jump. It's not easy by any means.
He also certainly has practiced that as well. Along with the entire map, just moving around and keeping all the frags. There is 2.5 minutes remaining. Wolf Snipe has gotten not even a single frag for himself, but he's got dealt damage here and there. To little to no success.
Yeah, sadly. Wolfie really having a very bad time now, as you mentioned. Dodger using that little bit of trick that we saw on Rainbow Shadow, using the detonating the rocket midair to get some momentum, and Wolfie taking that opportunity to steal the Mega. But look at Dodger's stack; it's still full.
Yeah. The thing is, like Wolf Snipe has dealt like 1200 damage here. Like on an average game where the scores not too even, but like sort of that is slightly one-sided to the opposing player. 1200 damage could be like on average like 5 frags or so. I might be like slightly wrong on this, but Wolf Snipe would have frags with that amount of damage if this was like a less one-sided game by Dodger. But no, he's dealt 1200 damage without getting a single frag.
Yes. That is brutal, actually. Wolfie doesn't have a clue. He doesn't know what to do to bring something back. At least Wolf is trying to use other weapons. You can see now he's doing some damage. Let's see if he can prevent Dodger to get the. No, he cannot.
As soon as you see that, Dodger's like, "Oh, you were saying?"
Yeah.
Map.
Oh yes.
That's what
He was like,
at the moment.
he's hearing us. He's saying, so Wolfie wants me to, it's preventing me to get to the, holy shit, what the fuck? Beautiful prediction there.
Like I'm starting to have reservations if the stream actually has delay on it, because Dodger can hear every single thing we say. Okay, production says there is a delay.
Oh, goodness.
Dodger just has this sort of sixth sense, this telekinesis. That he just, like you were saying, we're a little bit scared here, actually.
Oh man. I swear I didn't see the help from Dodger.
I'll be damned. That
So I
is-
swear I didn't see Dodger's health get below 19. Sorry, 90.
Yeah.
Every time full stack. Very one-sided, pretty much expected, even though Wolf Snipe is a very good player. Dodger is just, man, he has been grinding for years to get this good at the game.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we're
definitely
showing
Dodger just had the sort of potential to counter Wolf Snipe, basically. Wolf Snipe is just, as soon as he just gets control of the map, which he most of the time didn't, then he just immediately just starts the control over the items and even stands right next to them and spans on every single corner he can. That's a pretty good strategy to, like, even have the control, but, like, you have to have it in the first place, and that's what Wolf Snipe didn't get because of Dodger.
Exactly. And now a very interesting best of 3 right now. We will have Wolfie versus Rainbow Shadow. Because I know these players, I can tell you something. Wolf Snipe, he has something against Rainbow Shadow. Nothing nasty, just a little bit. Because Wolfie gets frustrated by players with a lot of aim, that relies a lot of his aim on their aim. So Rainbow Shadow is Wolf Snipe is trying to. He has been practicing to find vulnerabilities on Rainbow Shadow's playstyle. I don't know if he succeeded, but I think it will be very funny, especially if we will keep you updated about the players chat, because I think something very funny will appear on the chat.
I thought Wolf Snipe was just mad at Rainbow Shadow because Rainbow Shadow stole his potatoes or something just to get the energy to fight in duels, but we'll see what the response is in the game chat.
Oh yes, it will be amazing. It will be amazing. And regarding the potatoes, as you know, the potatoes are very important for you. You need to keep yourself.
It's my power to win.
Exactly.
Potatoes.
Exactly. You need the energy. Without the energy, man, we all need energy. So potatoes. So players are preparing themselves. They are preparing themselves. So going into the highlights, I hope you appreciate those amazing frags from these players. We're back and ready to roll. Rainbow Shadow versus Wolf Snipe. Rainbow Shadow with his aim and overall mechanics, tremendously good with them. Wolf Snipe on the other hand, very proficient with his brain and a lot of spam. Both of those players very proficient at airwork. So, what do you think we are going to see here?
Well, it just depends. What we already saw between was it Rainbow Shadow versus Zero Kill on this map. Zero Kill is only might have had some more control over the spawns than Rainbow Shadow, and knowing Wolf Snipe, if he just gets the control out of this, then he might actually be very good to control the rest of the map for the rest of the game.
I see, so the match is started here. Rainbow Shadow with the first frag on the board. And, man, that's... I'm already pretty devastated because the first frag in this map is one of the most important. It's perhaps the most important in this, due to the nature of these close quarter combats. Rainbow Shadow with
Airwalk is certainly a map exactly for that. Most what the battles are just like very vertical as well, but because the map isn't very horizontal, it's just the fights are just especially very close quartered most of the time. There's this one angle where Rainbow Shadow is currently at, and that's just one angle for Vortexes and Devastators, but that's about it. Now, look at that spawn fragging.
Oh goodness, but Wolfie taking that break as an advantage. I'm getting the major item. Pretty nice. Nonetheless, Rainbow Shadow still have the better stack. Wolfie, you can see the awareness, spamming those spots. Pretty aware of Rainbow Shadow's position. Rainbow Shadow being just on point with those frags. I expect...
Wow.
Man. I have a little bet with... I will have a little bet with you. I bet that Rainbow Shadow will say... Sorry, Wolf Snipe at some moment will say BS on the team on the player chat. He will do so. What? I can foresee that. BS means bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's also his clan tech, but I don't know if that's anything related to that.
Exactly.
Most likely not, no. But Rainbow Shadow, he really does have the control over here, and my goodness, he does use the verticality of the rockets and the spawn frags and the position so well in the spawns.
Oh yes. Massacre. You can see Wolf Snipe. He's standing still. Look.
Okay, it was even more strong than that.
I told you. GG. I told you.
He has called a GG already.
Oh yes. Wolfie is very tilted.
Yeah, he certainly did not enjoy that. Not one bit. He even ended that with like -1. He was already like, well, it's Rainbow Shadow. I think I'm just gonna lose, and indeed he did already lose like 17 frags for him.
Keep in mind that everyone that is watching that he is coming from Dodger. And Dodger is brutal. He's the tiltness he had with Dodger. He's carrying this with him right now.
Yeah, I mean, even then he couldn't even get a single frag against Dodger, and I don't know. That's not a good way to enter the loser bracket either. Just if you just like lose to Dodger immediately getting no, or any player immediately getting no frags against them, and they just completely dominate you. You're not gonna have much motivation against the rest of the players either on the lower bracket.
5, 4, 3.
Some players can't actually do that. They always do acknowledge that it's a different opponent in the loser bracket, but yeah, that's devastation.
Indeed, the match already started. Wolf Snipe got the heavy, but Rainbow Shadow is chasing nonetheless. Look at Rainbow Shadow with his movement, man. He's pretty much going through the map at full speed. Rainbow Shadow predicting the position of... Sorry, Wolf Snipe predicting the position of Rainbow Shadow and dealing quite a good amount of damage. But the heavy is about to spawn right now. Exactly, now the heavy is in possession of Wolf Snipe. Sorry, of Wolfie. Sorry, man! Of Rainbow Shadow!
It's really going well.
No, my friend. One interesting fact is that Wolfie and Rainbow Shadow, they were at the same skill level at the time. But Rainbow Shadow, suddenly he began playing a lot of hours. And when I say a lot of hours, I mean a lot of hours. So now Rainbow Shadow has a more consistent and effective playstyle at the moment than Wolfie. Wolfie is tremendously can pull off something very nasty. But he needs the brain, the power of his brain.
Oh.
And
Rainbow Shadow, going down to Wolf Snipe right there. But he's missing every single shot after that.
That was not beautiful.
No, definitely not.
And Wolf is still dead. Sadly. That happens.
Getting meleeed as well. It's just something else in terms of just dominance with the frags. But Rainbow Shadow, we did get fragged once against a Wolf Snipe here.
Rainbow Shadow with a better position and damage, as you are mentioning very well. And of course, because of that, he got the mega, and he's speeding towards the heavy. Got the heavy, and Wolfie was like, "Oh no, what the fuck?" in my face.
Yeah, that was riding wolf scraps right there, and Rainbow Shadow's like, "Okay, I'm gonna take this. Goodbye."
Yeah, because Rainbow Shadow didn't engage actually.
Yeah.
Wolfie very effective with that spam. Even though he doesn't have the advantage, he's quite effective with that spam, dealing a lot of damage. Look at that. Is Wolfie aware? He's aware, but he's prioritizing the positioning because he wants the heavy. He got the heavy actually, but Rainbow Shadow here with the trying to get the shards. He got the shards actually, but thanks to the spam from Wolfie, Rainbow Shadow is now with the back. He's now on the back foot. He waited for the shard to spawn, and he's now in a very good situation to get the heavy. And Wolfie, he's not fast enough to get there in time. But thanks to that 50, Wolfie has a very good stack to contest the next frag.
Yeah, there's basically 3 minutes and 45 seconds been played, but which one? Did both get frags? I think they did, yes. It was a mutual frag right there.
Beautiful, and pretty much the thing just... He needs one more shot, but that tricky movement and the lightning gun just making it harder for Wolf Snipe to land the shot he needed. Pretty close, actually. I'm very surprised. Wolfie trying to prevent Rainbow Shadow to get the next. Not successful though. One more shot will do. But Rainbow Shadow got the mega and the heavy at full speed.
Very risky engagement by Rainbow Shadow right there as well. Just rocket jumping up in the air. Probably that was a blaster or a devastator, but Wolf Snipe barely missed the devastator. And oh, hello there. The vortex after that.
Good Christmas, everyone.
Exactly.
Rainbow Shadow is dancing.
He is pretty much waiting for this power up and moonwalking at the same time.
He knows he's being expected, so he's showing off a little bit, saying that he has the advantage. But Wolfie, he's not. Wolfie's smart, so better not to be too cocky, because man, but that aim from Rainbow Shadow.
Yeah. Tools with the blast, just barely missing the lighter armor there. Oh, there's the mega health. Gotta look for Wolf at the same time.
Yes. Mega in possession
Not
of...
doing much damage, but there we go. That final rocket did was the deal for a frag.
Yes, Rainbow Shadow got the heavy, still in possession of, and control of both major items. Wolfie with nothing, he doesn't have armor. He only has the next. He doesn't have anything else. Rainbow Shadow capitalizing and getting another frag on the board.
There's 4 minutes remaining and 11 frags has been scored in total. Rainbow Shadow has gotten pretty much most of them, around 90%. 9-2.
A very interesting fact. Wolf Snipe actually dealt almost the same damage as Rainbow Shadow. Pretty much the same damage.
Very interesting. Rainbow Shadow with that sort of damage dealt by both. Rainbow Shadow just has had like most of the pickups here. I don't know if actually Wolf Snipe has picked up 3 megas and 3 heavy armors, but Rainbow Shadow in the meantime 10 megas, 11 lighter armors, and now 10 heavy armors.
50 armor are also very important, and you can see that Wolfie doesn't have a single pick.
No.
So pretty much brutal right now. Wolfie take the opportunity to get the mega, and he's using the machine gun. Very effective. An interesting fact about the machine gun actually has knockback, and Wolfie is very proficient with that. He uses the knockback of those weapons to trap you into lava section. Wolfie has control now. Can he capitalize and get more frags on the board? Yes!
There you go, and that was also with the machine gun.
Yes. Let's see if Wolfie can get to the heavy soon enough, because he needs it.
Yeah,
You can see
looking at the timer here, 2 minutes remaining, and he has 8 frags to score. Now, both players, they're just trying to look for each other there. Rainbow Shadow finally finds, actually they both find each other. Oh, but his Wolf Snipe who ends up being the lesser part in dealing damage, and he's just catching all rockets.
Oh, man.
Every single piece of damage by Rainbow Shadow here, but he does end up doing quite a lot in the end. And Rainbow Shadow pretty low on health. I think he just did a very good melee there. Oh,
beautiful shot!
There we go.
Yes, Rainbow
getting the 4th frag.
But Rainbow Shadow, look at him. He picked the item and he got, man, with that jump.
And also looking at the in-game chat, Rainbow Shadow seems very happy about that last frag.
Indeed. And
it's nice to see that he's not. Yeah.
Probably Wolfie needs to get to the heavy. Probably he needs the
1
heavy.
minute remains.
Because the heavy is now in possession of Rainbow Shadow. Yes, exactly.
With that smiley made by Rainbow Shadow, it's nice to see that even he cares about Wolf just not giving up this game. He is definitely just making something work here at the very last 45 seconds.
Indeed. Man, I want to eat those potatoes.
Yeah, I guess Rainbow Shadow just ate the potatoes, and yeah, this happened. Wolf Snipe is 8 frags away.
Oh yes. I remember a conversation I had with Rainbow Shadow. I was asking him if I eat vegetables, will I get as good as him? And he replied, yes! But it was a trap, because it was not the vegetables, it was the potatoes.
Holy shit!
Are potatoes vegetables?
Specifically potatoes. I think they are.
Oh, nice. So yeah, vegetables.
Specifically the potatoes.
Game over.
That was it. That was just Rainbow Shadow versus Wolf Snipe. He did end up just suiciding there at the end, but it's glad to see that he at least tried to get some frags back.
Yeah.
But
Very interesting
really
though.
Zero gaming that.
Wolf Snipe he dealt more damage than Rainbow Shadow, actually.
Damn.
Yes.
That really just shows how many pickups Rainbow Shadow did get there at the end. But I'll be damned. He did. Wolfsnap did get like a couple frags, and that just put him barely higher on damage. And that's pretty much it. So that is
next
Rainbow Shadow going up against Dodger in the finals.
Yes. So, the current champion versus Rainbow Shadow. It will be very interesting to watch. Indeed, let's see if can Rainbow Shadow get his revenge and beat Dodger, or will Dodger capitalize and be the champion again? So, what are your expectations regarding
I was about to say the first game they played was a best of 3 as well, but like Dodger won both of those maps with pretty good dominance. Rainbow Shadow probably got like a couple frags, but like the second map especially was just complete, special, just very good dominance against him. And I'm suspecting it to be the same. Dodger just after facing Rainbow Shadow, he faced Wolf Snipe again with complete dominance with that best of 3 2-0 win, and I think he has the same sort of confidence against Rainbow Shadow.
I see.
It seems, Dodger has connected. We don't have to switch the servers at all.
Magnificent.
And Rainbow Shadow is just saying, so, in the in-game chat.
Yes, because... Yeah.
Oh, they're coin tossing, I see. They're still selecting the map, so this... Yeah. This is a best of 5 game, so I guess we're going to the highlights in the meantime while they're selecting their maps.
Good.
2, 1. You are tied for the
And
lead.
we are back. It has already begun. The first map is Aero Walk, Dodger versus Rainbow Shadow there. Dodger's immediately taking quite a lot of damage.
Yes, Rainbow Shadow being very proficient and dealing and being aggressive at the start. So the counter Dodger is trying to do is slowly getting control back by running the map and getting the items he needs. Rainbow Shadow doing a pretty good job here. Can he capitalize and get something? Those rockets from Dodger, they were pretty on point. And
oh my goodness, the damage. Ooh. I mean, all frags has been made, but like the very first seconds. Oh, there we go. First frag by Dodger.
Gained the
But the
lead.
very first seconds, Rainbow Shadow might have done like both major pickups, and Dodger was just like pretty low on health, just struggling there. But right now, Dodger immediately, when he got the first frag, he immediately got the second one as well on spawn. And look at this grenade fight.
Oh yes.
Finally,
Rainbow
Dodger
Shadow.
will fall to Rainbow Shadow.
Because of the splash damage and the knockback, it's very hard to land.
You are tied.
A shot once you are on the air.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is the timing. When you switch between the weapons, the timing is consistent. So you are aiming at the other side and you are trying to fire, but you cannot fire
Holy shit.
until, I don't remember the exact timing, but a second I believe, or something like that. So every time you tend to fire, the opponent has the timing and he's already dancing to the other way.
Holy hell, these spawn frags.
Holy
Dodger
shit.
just knows them pretty well. Here comes Rainbow Shadow through the TP as well. It was just his demise. Dodger leading with 4 frags. 7 to make that 5. 8 to 3. And he is just in brutal control at the moment.
Indeed, he is. But Rainbow Shadow, you can see that he tried to get to the heavy, but man, getting to the major items, disputing major items too early is disaster.
I mean, it just is with every Arena FPS game that the movement is just like mostly horizontal. But Dodger seems to be, even if Airwalk is just such a vertical map, he just seems to control the movement and the frags and the items at the same
Holy
time
shit.
super well in such a vertical map.
Oh yes, indeed. Those mechanics, the fruit of practicing a lot during these years. Rainbow Shadow pretty aware about how weak Dodger was, but Dodger trying to get to the major item, but missing that jump, that will costly. That will cost him pretty much the item. Who's in possession now of Rainbow Shadow?
Deal very good damage on each other. Oh, Rainbow Shadow's getting the rails. It's a mutual frag actually, right through the TP.
Rainbow Shadow chasing for
Holy
Dodger. He
shit.
wants to frag with Dodger. Use that aggression. And got the frag he needed.
Rainbow Shadow ended up doing some damage there on his last lifetime there, like when he got the neutral frag, but that neutral frag just sadly is favoring Dodger more, but finally doing quite a lot of damage. Sort of knowing where Dodger will spawn, but he's spawning so quickly that Rainbow Shadow just cannot keep up.
Dodger going through really fast. I'm pretty aware of the items. 1 second for the item to spawn and Dodger with, well, characteristic precision.
Holy shit.
Got it. But you can see the position from Rainbow Shadow being very tricky to hit and got the frag nonetheless.
He has 9 frags to catch up, and knowing Dodger, he is not willing to give up any control over the Rainbow Shadow here.
Damage-wise, Dodger being on top, dealing 3,050 damage, while Rainbow Shadow, he got around 2,000. So man, Dodger being very proficient with that weaponry. Beautiful shot.
Impressive.
At least Zero... Oh, sorry, what the hell? At least Rainbow is just like getting some frags here against Dodger as well. And it so seems that it's another trade. Another mutual frag here, but it's still going to favor Dodger. And why I said Zero there just completely messed around with my words. It's like Dodger isn't having another Zero game here against Rainbow Shadow, unlike the round 2 game, I believe it was.
Those
But oh
rockets.
my goodness, these rockets by Dodger!
Oh, my friend, I'm speechless. Very speechless.
And I couldn't say any more myself, but my goodness. Just finally Rainbow Shadow does sort of tie it up with another very fancy from the top rocket right there. That's what I call Zara Bomba if he was a Russian player.
My friend, because I want to keep this stream family friendly, I am restricting myself not to use certain words
Holy
by my friend.
shit.
Everything that's happening through my mind is XXX. Everything.
Right.
Just lewd. Lewd words. I don't know how to pronounce it, my friend.
I mean, I always just wondered it myself, even though I just have the sort of more American style accent. We in Finland have, or in the Finnish language, we don't have any silent letters, and the W is just messing around with that word. Why is there a W? It's just no sense at all. It might as well be a U instead, because that's more like lewd. It's a U. It's a U, not a W.
Man. You know, lewd?
Lewd, exactly. Why is it not that? Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
Rainbow Shadow keeps on going still, and he even got a spawn frag right here. 2 frags for Rainbow Shadow as he just gets this control. Dodger, such low HP even after that heavy pickup.
Man.
My goodness, and even the spawn frag. It seems that Rainbow Shadow is making some sort of a comeback here. 2.5 minutes to go, however, and he has to do 12 frags inside that time.
My friend, I need potatoes to keep my heart in check. I didn't need potatoes.
I think he's just digested them properly, the potatoes that he just ate. That very first game he consumed them. And now he's got another sort of neutral frag.
Oh goodness.
Holy hell. Dodger still comes back.
So,
We have the view on him, and before Rainbow Shadow can even pick up the heavy, he just does a very good strike rocket.
man, the control of the items.
And
now,
he keeps on going.
oh man, I need potatoes.
Killing spree.
So,
I think Dodger certainly needs no more potatoes. He is just
Impressive.
certainly doing a great job. Look at these frags.
he capitalized a lot now.
Exactly.
And probably the viewers are trying to
Holy
guess what's
shit.
happening with the word capitalized, and that's because I was practicing that word in you know, what we are preparing ourselves, because, man, English is
1
hard,
minute
especially for me.
remains.
Yes.
Impressive.
Holy hell, does he do these spawn frags so well. Dodger. Especially with the speed that when Rainbow Shadow immediately spawns, just Dodger keeps on going with frags.
This is just, my friend. This should be posted on. My friend. Well, finally, Rainbow Shadow put a stop to that, because that was, man, that was triple X.
Holy
Just.
hell, what a streak.
Oh goodness.
Here we are, 20 seconds remaining. Rainbow Shadow would have to do 20, how many is that? 27 frags. 15 seconds, that is not gonna happen.
Impressive.
Oh,
Well,
make that
Dodger
even more.
reached.
Kill.
Dodger reached.
Holy hell.
Dodger reached
Killing spree.
43 frags against Rainbow
Game
on this
over.
map.
That is just...
Oh goodness.
Dodger 30, how many? 31 frags more than what Rainbow Shadow did have. And Rainbow Shadow did have the control for some time, but only for probably only a minute, maybe even less than that. And as soon as he did gain the control, Dodger just realized, oh no, no you're not, no you're not.
Oh, no, my
And
friend.
he just shifted a gear up and immediately just... I have no words for that, seriously. That is just performance at its finest.
Yeah. I know what happened. I know what happened. I will tell you. Dodger
Dodger
used the
happened.
first frag. Yeah. But Dodger used the first time Rainbow Shadow fragged him to eat some potatoes. That's it. And people will say, oh, stop with the potatoes. I will not stop with the potatoes because potatoes have a voltage, some degree of voltage, and they have electricity in it. So, man, we need that tension.
Damn.
Patatonic, indeed.
Potato tonic. That's a word right there.
I will pronounce it on. I will pronounce it on Spanish. Patatonic. No, I don't know how to pronounce that in Spanish. Damn it. Patatonotic.
Oh god.
Patatonotic.
Yeah, this is content at its finest. We're just waiting until the players are ready.
Okay, perhaps they are not aware. I'm gonna inform them if I will ask them if they are ready. Hold on. There is connection issues. No more connection issues.
Damn it! There we go. Discord restarted itself again, and I'm back.
Perfect.
Anyway,
So I think we are ready. Are we ready?
Seems. Let's see.
Ready.
Rainbow Shadow, I think, is ready. So he seems at least. He's just AFK, just watching Dodger move around and everything.
Prepare to fight.
Right, the second map in this best of 5 series.
4, 3,
Dodger just
2,
very
1.
dominantly took
Play.
Arrow Walk from Rainbow Shadow.
Yes.
And now it is time for Fuse.
So we're following Dodger at the moment.
And the entry is already insane! Dodger with the melee finish.
I'm speechless right now.
Good.
Dodger trying to land a shot on Rainbow Shadow, but Rainbow Shadow using his movement and splash damage to be very tricky to hit, but Dodger got on top of that. And now Rainbow Shadow getting the heavy, got the heavy, now in a very good spot to get another frag on the board. Successfully did so. And Dodger with the base stack, but he's aware about how weak Rainbow Shadow was. He was pushing, but not successful at all. So,
You have gained the lead.
Yeah, Rainbow Shadow getting slightly sloppy there with the weapons finishing off Dodger, and he just got some nice damage and sort of lost air control on Rainbow Shadow there for some moment. And didn't even pick up Mega! Oh no! And Dodger! Oh, they were Rainbow Shadow just doing right on spawn. Dodger just completely dominant on the weapons. The finish with the rail was absolutely insane.
did you see the message on the player chat?
Yeah.
Rainbow Shadow said, I'm pissed.
Yeah. Right before that, Rainbow Shadow just sort of spammed his keyboard around. Like, I don't know what he said, but he just probably turned around the keyboard and just pressed it on the disc. And then he just said, I'm pissed. We can see that. We can see that, Rainbow Shadow.
You can see how expressive Rainbow Shadow is on the chat. He does that every time. Really. And Dodger somehow managed to get a frag with the shotgun because he's called Dodger and because he likes potatoes.
Yeah, pretty much. We can absolutely see that. He's got 2 more frags though. Only 2 more frags inside the first 2. Almost 2.5 minutes here. Let's get his third one when picking up this Mega, and Shadow is just completely stuck in this corner, and that flick shotgun shot was it right through the TP.
I don't know if I'm mold or something, but I'm unable to see the flicks of Dodger. It's just like a blue and a people dead. A person dead. That's it.
I have no idea. It could be your slightly higher ping than mine as well. I don't know.
No, I think it's not my brain. I cannot process it. So Dodger pretty much
Impressive.
like a whale.
It's been barely over 3 minutes played, and Dodger, wow, did catch a rail there, but just completely jibbing Rainbow Shadow down to the lava there, picking up this big armor.
Yes. 15 position of Dodger. I think there is another 50 about to spawn on the other side. Yes, he's aware. He's using his NTP server. Ah, sorry. The NTP server is his brain, so...
Exactly. It's been augmented using the NTP server in his brain. And again, just such a... It was like, what, 7-4 just a moment ago. Only had a 3-frag lead. Now he suddenly had 8 frags in the lead. Still keeps on going, it seems. Rainbow Shadow's just slightly sloppy with movement, damage, and everything else. Trying to pick up this Mega, and he's 1 HP. Dodger has picked it up. And that's going to be Rainbow Shadow's demise.
So, Rainbow Shadow not happy. He's saying some words on the chat. Because we are trying to make it family friendly, we will say that Rainbow Shadow said a word that starts with F. And...
Say bleeping dumb.
Yeah. Man.
Still keeps on going with the control. Dodger ends up getting some damage from Rainbow Shadow. Even on the spawn, look at that! Slightly juggling Dodger here with the blaster. Not even able to pick up the Mega quite soon enough.
You can see the efficiency on Dodger's playstyle. Even though Rainbow Shadow used a weapon able to inflict more damage,
5-minute warning.
Dodger insisted in using the lightning gun, even though he dealt less damage.
Impressive.
But he was aware about the difference in stack, so he came up on top.
Holy hell!
Cheeky.
Dodger didn't hear anything, and he suspected Rainbow Shadow still camping there with that low health, and indeed he was there. Dodger, he has the 6th sense. That's not only the telekinesis, it's just this sort of power.
How did Dodger manage to keep Rainbow Shadow away of the 50 health? That was just absurd. And look at the timing!
Yep. This is just a Dodger we know. He just keeps on moving around, timing the power-ups absolutely magnificently, and getting this damage and these frags at the same time. Now he's slightly standing still, just waiting for the Mega to spawn, and he really has this internal clock inside his head, and Rainbow Shadow is not even able to pick up the Mega.
What a prediction, that was brutal. I'm fortunate enough to talk with Dodger from time to time. He's not only a good player, but he's a very kind person. He's awesome to speak to. And he... every time you ask him about something he does, it's not accidental. He knows what he does. Everything is so precise.
Just again, the pickup of the Mega and big armor. Rainbow Shadow, yeah, really having just no stack to deal with, only health, that's about it. But both are constantly looking for each other right now. Dodger just slightly having a break on every single item, just looking for a frag. Oh, there he is. I saw a frame of him. Just gonna hunt him down. Nope, gotta pick up his Mega first.
Of course, that's Dodger. He doesn't forget.
But even if he saw Rainbow Shadow there, I'm pretty sure Rainbow Shadow would have just fragged me trying to pick up that Mega right there. But Dodger just knows, with this punctual timer inside his head, just knows that, okay, I have this 1 second time to pick up this Mega. I'm gonna pick up this Mega. And he always does it.
Yes. Another conversation I had with Dodger, we were discussing a match we had, and Dodger said to me, every time you pick an item, I know where you are.
Yeah.
They know every map.
These spawn frags couldn't get any better.
If you don't pick anything, Dodger know that you are camping somewhere. If you pick something, he knows where you are. So he know where you are at any time, no matter what you do. Rainbow Shadow not happy.
Yep, definitely not.
Impressive.
Definitely not happy. He's just saying in the player chat, just about Dodger maybe. Just standing first place and shoot weapons, so can't kill him. That's what Dodger does. Holy hell, that rail.
He landed that beautiful shot and GG on Rainbow Shadow's regard.
Yeah, that's just 2 maps in a row for Dodger, and again, just, I think even more dominant against Rainbow Shadow than just the last game. I mean, here he had like smaller frag difference, but certainly he just, I don't know how he does it. Just the pickups, the movement, and the frag damage at the same time. Brilliant by Dodger.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Also, Dodger has the ability to adapt. So when you play one match against him, the following matches are going to be even more brutal.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
I remember there was a particular match. One of the greatest Stormkey players of all time was dueling Dodger. He was able to get some frags on the board, and I believe it was 5 or 6 after a set of time. It was impossible for that player to get any more frags on the board, and Dodger just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So next map is Quake 1 DM6. What are your predictions on this map regarding to what you saw?
Quake 1 DM6. I think we already saw Dodger go up against someone here, or maybe it was like another player, or like DM6 is just certainly a more horizontal map compared to, for example, another Quake World map, Aerowalk. That's more vertical. Here, I believe Dodger is just even stronger with his magnificent movement and the control over the items at the same time.
I see.
Definitely gonna be his map, I bet. Maybe it will just be his potential win for another tournament as well.
Okay, players are asking if we are ready. I'm particularly ready, super ready. How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's potentially the last game we're gonna see, and my bets are on Dodger.
So some action is happening on player chat. They are basically being kind to each other.
Yeah. Rainbow Shadow says this game crashed and he's resetting some settings, and Dodger just politely says no. Especially with the uppercase, the first letters was uppercase, like no.
Oh yes, because with capital letters,
exactly.
Things can get
5, 4, 3,
oh shit.
2, 1.
You are tied for the lead.
I was distracted by something because Heise was also Rainbow Shadow. He likes to switch names from time to time, so I was very, very surprised there. So
his name was sort of a black and white rainbow. Now it's an actual sort of blue to a purple rainbow.
yes, that's the power of pines.
First.
Wow.
Gained the lead.
Rainbow slightly juggling Dodger with those rockets, but Dodger just keeping on with the accuracy with the LG as well, and keeps on going with it after that pickup as well.
So that was very, very, very impressive because Rainbow Shadow managed to steal that heavy armor from Dodger. Oof, beautiful from Rainbow Shadow. Pulling that off. Yeah. Electro being one of those weapons that can deal that much damage. But Dodger with those rockets, just landing one after another. Dodger wants that LG.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Only 1.5 minutes have been played and 4 fractions have scored. 75 of them by Dodger.
And Dodger, Mia. The thing is, the blaster takes some seconds to appear, so you need to more or less predict. What the fuck was that flick?
Holy hell!
So you need
then.
You need to predict to be as fast as Dodger is. So Dodger is basically predicting what Rainbow is about to do. So amazing stuff.
Holy shit.
Rainbow Shadow trying to steal the item, but Dodger is pretty aware. He got the heavy. Rainbow Shadow trying to get the mega, successfully did so. Trying to get in a position to get the minor item. Got it.
Holy
And Dodger
shit.
with the...
Holy hell! How does he do these?
oh goodness.
Right through the walls, right through the ceilings, and he keeps on going with it. Rainbow Shadow seems to be very happy at that, spamming some smileys there. Dodger is just spamming question marks and exclamation points.
He was not expecting that whatsoever.
Yeah, that is just his definition of just cursing, basically, in the chat. Like, what the bleep?
Player chat is amazing right now. They are not speaking, they are spamming characters.
Holy
It doesn't
shit.
have to be letters.
Triple
It's
kill.
nice to see that it's still a sort of a very friendly game between both of these players. I mean, especially when you see some messages like, what the hell? You definitely can tell this is a very, very friendly game.
Indeed. They dueled against each other a lot of times.
It's a 6, make that 7 frag lead. I was just about to say that. 7 frag lead for Dodger.
Out the side,
Rainbow-
Dodger is.
Oh, Rainbow Shadow just was AFK there, putting for the big armor. It was way too early on it, and now Dodger is sort of doing the same.
Rainbow Shadow is expressing his feelings in the chat. Very easy to see what he's trying to express, because all he said was ah.
Yeah, it's just A and A. It's double A's in the chat.
Yeah.
Going for it. Oh, this time he didn't do it. He's actually moving around. I don't know what he's spinning around there. I don't know if that was a player character bug or he was actually spinning there just to do some freaking sweet moves there while dealing damage. And another one. It's a 10 frag lead for Dodger.
And Dodger in full control of the map, getting every single item. And he wants the landing gun. Will get so. And he's positioning himself to the
Wow.
and
Rainbow
trying to...
really needs some... He has time to tie things up, but knowing Dodger, it's gonna be very, very difficult getting this control back, especially when we're playing DM6 here, which is a very horizontal map, favoring Dodger's movement.
5-minute warning.
But Dodger now with
Hell,
lower
low there.
stack here. Not anymore.
He did get this 50 right around the corner there. Ooh, that is indeed a massacre. Just how does he do that?
That's just magic and potatoes. Dodger, pretty much now out of control actually, but that damage with the lightning gun and the use of the teleporter.
Oh,
Oh goodness, my friend, that was amazing. Potatoes.
yeah, so does Rainbow. No, he certainly does. I mean, he did gain control for a while, but Dodger also just plays brilliant out of control game with those weapons, but what was that?
That was
that the
brutal.
rocket hitting the jibs or getting telefragged by Dodger?
Telefragged.
Holy hell.
That's painful. I mean, Rainbow Shadow didn't need that. Dodger sure doesn't care. He was like, okay. Holy shit, that prediction.
Wow. And Rainbow Shadow with the electro gun. Not hitting a single thing.
I remember saying something to Dodger. I was saying that Rainbow Shadow was pretty close to his level. And Dodger said, we will see about that.
Yeah. I mean, well, this clearly shows it.
Oh, goodness.
Dodger's just saying, we'll see about that. I guess Rainbow is now seeing about that. Most definitely. 3 more minutes to play here. Dodger keeps on the dominance. He has an 18 frag lead here. Maybe 19. 19 frag lead here.
Let's see the damage. Not much different. Well, yeah, there is a difference because Dodger have almost double the damage Rainbow is doing.
Yes,
So yeah, that's brutal. That's a massacre. That's a bloodbath.
Quite literally so. Oh, he loses Dodger for a while. Oh, Dodger even. When he loses Rainbow for a while, and he was sort of even thinking like, oh, did I kill him? No, I didn't. What the hell? He didn't die. How much you did yet?
Yeah, Rainbow Shadow said, yes!
Yeah.
That's a no.
Aha, yes. Evil. Yeah.
He's not happy, he's not happy.
He isn't. He's just trying to get a freaking telefrag here, just spamming the teleporters.
But Dodger is he's able to counter that. It's not messy at all, it's just pristine, precise.
Very much.
And these predictions. He's not even chasing
Oh my
him.
god.
Suicide.
I think Rainbow, yeah, he suicided there, just like, screw it. I'm not gonna give
That's a
another
massacre.
frag to him. But there we go.
That's a massacre.
Huh?
Rainbow Shadow,
Where?
he's not
Through
even
the
seeing
CP.
him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that I know what happened. Perhaps out of... Because when you are pressured so much, you tend to press both the primary and secondary fire at the same time. So he detonated the rocket on his face.
1 minute remains.
Holy hell. Yep, he's just traveling between the teleporters. He's making one hell of a show for Dodger alone here. 50 seconds to play here. And that's basically 50 seconds more, so Dodger is finally the victor again for this Esports Rocket Jump Zone series.
That's
Only how he does it.
I don't know. This is a 10 minutes frag movie.
Holy shit.
From Dodger.
Yeah.
That,
think
that's
there's-
really
I think there's like many 10-minute frag movies here made by Dodger, because the a couple of last games just by Dodger was just marvelous, and so is this one.
Oh yes. That's very practical because Dodger like to make those frag movies, and with this he doesn't need to he doesn't need a video editor. He just you just play it. 10 minutes frag movie.
Game over.
Yeah. That was quite the entire tournament, quite the tournament. Just, wow, very much congratulations to Dodger here. Just brilliant plays, and not many people are capable of just doing such things at the same time. Just movement, damage, map control, and spawn control. Just all of those 4 things are just what Dodger just really excels at. All of the map as well.
Exactly what you mentioned, pretty on point of almost everything. No weak points, no. Man, that was very brutal.
Yeah.
Awesome to watch from our perspective, of course. But
Oh yes.
but I believe Rainbow is not. he didn't enjoy that much.
Yeah.
But they are amazing. Every player. Thank you to every player that has been playing in this tournament, because every one of them are tremendously good and polite and kind to all the community. So pretty happy for Xonotic to have this community around it.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, if we take a look at the bracket one last time here, I mean, Dodger just he stayed in the winner bracket as well, with the first round 2-0, second round 2-0, semifinals 2-0, and now the very finals 3-0. Of course, a couple people got frags against him, but not a single map against him. That's just how good Dodger is. With all those attributes that I just mentioned, he just dominates all the maps with control, spawns, items, weapons, everything. Movement.
Yes.
Definitely deserved for Dodger to win this a second time in a row as well.
Indeed. An awesome player, also tremendously kind to everyone in the community. Really a pleasure to have some this awesome player in the community.
Yeah.
Very good. So it's time to say goodbye. It was a pleasure for me to be here casting this with this awesome caster here, Capelli. Really awesome.
Yeah, I do have experience of Quake, but have no experience of Xonotic, but it's pretty much the same. I'm definitely willing to continue with this series. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and goodbye.
See you.